Alright, so this is a quick video on how to make a custom inset shelf. This is if you're using 2x4s and you're making your own. You're not buying one at the store. It's pretty easy. This line right here represents where my tile is going to come to. So I like to go about ½ an inch below that. And this line right here is where my top of my next tile is going to be. Again, I like to go ½ an inch, ½ an inch, ½ an inch bigger, because we're going to add our jet backer, hardy backer, whatever. So you pretty much draw it out like that. That's our grout line. So that opening is going to be right there. This is half of that tile. So it's going to be right in the middle of that tile. And what we're going to do now is we're going to use, I have a fine reciprocating saw that I'm going to use to cut out this square. So here we go, we got it cut out. See, on this side we have our 2x4. And there's a 2x4 over there too, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some 2x4s for support. And then we're gonna add our jet backer. So that's what that looks like. So now we're gonna cut our 2x4s. That's gonna be 13, 13, and 13. And we're gonna get those cut. Alright, so we have the 2x4s in here. This was already here. Now we're putting our jet backer. Once we add thin set, that'll bring it out a little bit, and we'll almost be in line with that grout line. Same thing on this side. Once we add our backer board and our thin set, right at half. Okay, so we finally wrapped our shelf with our Curdy, and then we use some Curdy Fix to fill in the corners just as an extra precaution. That's pretty much what it looks like after you put the jet backer or whatever backer board you're using, and then after you wrap it with your Curdy. Alright, so this is what the custom inset shelf looks like. When you do the tile, you can see it's right in the middle of that tile, and you can see where I've filled this in. There was maybe a ½ inch gap, so I made that nice and flat, filled it all in. And then always make sure to slope it a little bit, so when I put my bullnose piece, I'll put a little bit more thin set on the very end, and then on the very small piece back here, I'm going to put even more thin set and make sure that it has enough slope when the water sprays in here so that it can run out. And here's the bullnose, and this is what it will look like, sort of. So there'll be a piece there. You can see these haven't been cut at all, but I'll have to cut them down. Right there. Piece up here. And a piece on this side as well. And then you can see you're going to need probably like a 2-inch piece to fill in. Right there. So this is what it looks like when the bullnose is in. Just missing that little piece right there, and the back wall is going to get a deco. But that's pretty much a inset shelf and what it looks like.